Welcome to a special celebrity edition of Eggheads, the show where a team of 5 quiz challengers pit their wits against possibly the greatest quiz team in Britain. Here they are, the Eggheads. And I think you're looking a bit nervous today, Eggheads.
No,
Not a
it's just
bit.
excitement.
Hoping to upstage our quiz Goliaths today are Jolly Screen Giants. Now, this group of famous faces have acted in some of the country's most popular soaps and drama serials. So, let's meet them.
G'day, my name's Mark Little, star of stage, screen and television, winner of a Laurence Olivier Award for my one-man comedy play, Defending the Caveman.
Hi, I'm Chizzy Akudolu. I'm an actress best known for Holby City, and in 2017 I won Strictly Come Dancing. Sorry, I didn't win, I came out first.
I'm Susie Amy, best known from Footballers' Wives and more recently from Hollyoaks.
I'm Jeremy Edwards. I was originally in Hollyoaks and then Holby City and now Millie in between.
I'm Hayley Tamaddon, best known for Coronation Street and Emmerdale, and I won Dancing on Ice 2010.
So, challengers, hello.
Hello.
Mark and team, are you feeling excited about this?
Oh, yeah.
We are really excited. Yes,
Have you
brilliant.
done any kind of strategic planning and working it out? You're just firing yourselves into it?
We've talked ourselves through. I've been nominated as the captain, as a seniority thing. We've got a really jolly team. And we worked out who might know what.
What we lack in brains, we make up for in personality.
Yeah, in
that's-
You
chutzpah.
won't find a nicer bunch of people.
And that does, in the quizzing world, that works, doesn't it? You know, that if the wrong answer is delivered with sufficient aplomb, you can sometimes give a point for that. Yeah.
Excellent. Expect a lot of that today.
I do sense the Eggheads, the little shivers gone over them because because they're Eggheads, they watch everything. So they know you all, they know what you do. So good luck, team. Can't wait to hear what you're all up to.
Thank you very much.
And rooting for you here in an impartial way, of course. Every day there's £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challengers' chosen charity. If they fail to defeat the Eggheads, that prize money rolls over to our next show. Jolly Screen Giants. This is our first celebrity special, so we start at 1,000. It will be a huge moment. If you win, we'll have a massive handover. The cheering will go on for days. So the first head-to-head battle is on film and TV. Now, that's perfect for you, I would have thought.
Now, very happy not to do this one because I think somebody else. I mean, I'm happy to take a
I'll
subject
go
that-
for it.
None of us are on...
You're better at other
none-
things, though.
But none of us do film or TV, so maybe...
Jeremy, go do it.
Who's going to do
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, you know all about Johnny Depp.
All right,
Go do
Jeremy,
it.
don't go just yet. You're up against either Lisa, Pat, Barry in the middle, Kevin, known as the Grandmaster, or Judith.
I would love to go up against Judith if you'll partake.
Well chosen. I'm very bad at it.
Oh, nice one. Well done, well done.
Come on, Jess.
Come on.
We'll see.
Good luck.
Jeremy from Jolly Screen Giants versus Judith from the Eggheads. This is a contest already. Please take your positions in our legendary question room. Good luck here, Jeremy. Film and TV. And you can choose whether you go first or second against Judith.
I'm going to kick it off, actually, if I may, Jeremy. Thank you.
All right. I know your teammates are rooting for you. In the 1971 film Get Carter, which British actor says, "You're a big man, but you're in bad shape. With me, it's a full-time job. Now behave yourself." Was it Michael Caine, Sean Connery, or Richard Burton?
Well, I'm very happy to say that I know the answer to this first question, which is a nice start, and that was the Michael Caine. It was a terrible impression.
Oh, was that an impression?
That's how good it was, thank you.
No, the main thing is you got it right. Well done, Michael Caine. OK, so, Judith, to catch up. In October 2017, it was announced that Bradley Walsh would be joining the cast of which TV drama series, playing the role of Graham? Doctor Who, EastEnders, or Casualty?
Oh, gosh. The cast of which... I'm sure I'd know if it was EastEnders. I'm going to say EastEnders nonetheless.
Watch Doctor Who at all?
No, never.
Right, got some bad news for you.
Should have.
Doctor Who. So this is...
Oh.
Shall we just stop the game now? Because you would have won if we did. Jeremy, you're ahead. Doctor Who was the answer. Judith was wrong. Here's your question. Which of these was a catchphrase from the TV comedy series The Fast Show? Was it Crazy Fool? Does my bum look big in this? Or Computer Says No?
When you started saying the question, I thought, I'm bound to know this, because I love The Fast Show. Now you've given the options, I'm not quite so sure. I know it's not Computer Says No, because that's Little Britain. I don't think Crazy Fool, that's A-Team. Does my bum look big in this?
Teammates, is he right?
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Does my bum look big in this is the right answer. Judith. Now, you need to get this right, Judith, or
I
you're being
know.
knocked out. Which actor played a version of himself alongside Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant in the TV comedy series Life's Too Short? Deep Roy, Peter Dinklage, or Warwick Davis?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis is right. Great actor as well. So, if you get this right, Jeremy, you've knocked Judith out and you're in the final. What is the name of the character played by Jack Nicholson in Chinatown? Is he Robert Dupay, Randall P. McMurphy, or Jake Gittis?
Oh dear. Right. I really don't know this. That's a bit I don't, for some reason, Randall P. McMurphy is calling to me, so I'm going to go for I'm going to go straight down the middle, Randall P. McMurphy.
Randall P. McMurphy. Let's just think, teammates, is Randall P. McMurphy in another film?
Yeah.
What's he in, Mark?
Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, he's one.
One Flew Over the
Okay.
Cuckoo's Nest, he was Randall P.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was Randall. Robert Dupay, any Eggheads now?
5 easy pieces.
5 easy pieces. The answer was Jake Gittis.
Yeah.
Judith has a chance to rescue this. In which 1973 horror film does Edward Woodward play the role of a police sergeant named Howie? Judith, The Blood on Satan's Claw, The Wicker Man, or Race the Devil?
No idea. I didn't see it, whatever it was. Oh dear. I like the title of The Blood on Satan's Claw, so I'm going to go for that.
You're out. It's The Wicker Man.
Oh.
Well done, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Taken on an egghead and won. Oh, wow. So, our actors and soap stars, what's going to happen here? Good news for their team. They will have at least 2 in the final round. Return to us, please, and we'll play round 2. Well, this is good, Jolly Screen Giant. In fact, it's very good. Well done, Jeremy.
Yay. Yes.
You're in the
Jerry.
final, and the Eggheads have lost a brain. So, let's just keep harrying them here. The next subject for you is music.
Go on, Chizzy. Take it.
Chizzy, do this.
We've just been discussing this, and I
The
think we've
list
got
of
a
worst
contender.
ones are going to come up.
Chizzy,
Go on, Chiz.
I'm going to take it.
Go on,
Feel
Chizzy.
comfortable with. Come on.
choose an Egghead.
I'm gonna say
It
it.
can't be Judith. So, Lisa, Pat, Barry, or Kevin?
They're very tricky.
Barry, just shut your eyes
I'm
and see who you're looking at.
Barry.
Chizzy from Jolly Screen Giants playing Barry from the Eggheads. To ensure there's no conferring, please go to our question room. OK, music, Chizzy. And would you like to go first or second?
I'm going to go first, please.
OK, good luck, Chizzy. Let's see you in the final here. Bebop is a form of which genre of music? They're spelling it B-E-B-O-P. Is it jazz, country and western, or folk?
Okay, bebop. I would say it's definitely not country and western. I don't believe it's folk. I think it's jazz.
Well done, Chizzy. You got it. Barry, your question. Brian May, Barry, is best known as the guitarist in which band? Brian May, Led Zeppelin, Aerosmith, or Queen?
Well, to me, Brian May is best known for his degree in astronomy, but I do believe he was a guitarist in Queen.
Queen is right. All right, Chizzy, here's your second question. Let's keep pressing.
Okay.
Soul Man was a UK hit single for which duo in 1967? The Righteous Brothers, Sam and Dave, or Simon and Garfunkel?
Righteous Brothers were ballads, from what I can remember. Simon and Garfunkel were more folky, so I don't know who Sam and Dave are. I'm gonna have to go with them.
You're absolutely right. Yay!
Yes!
Now I'm just thinking, who can help us out with Sam and Dave autobiographically? Eggheads?
They're the Memphis sound
Yeah.
guys. I'm trying to remember their surnames.
Would you say Righteous Brothers was soul music? Not really.
I mean, at times they were
ballads.
on. At times they weren't soul, no. But
No,
I mean,
so Sam and Dave
at
were.
times they verged on that. Being ballads, no, that's right.
Barry, Just Give Me a Reason was a UK hit single for Nate Royce and which female singer in 2013? Pink, Shania Twain, or Kylie Minogue?
Oh, my goodness me. Just Give Me a Reason. I don't think 2013 is not that far along, and I don't think Shania Twain has done much of late, so I'll discard her. And for some reason, I think it's got to be the wonderful Kylie.
What do you think, Chizzy?
I think it's pink.
It's pink, Barry. Oh, game on. Chizzy. Now, come on, the team are really pumped here. If you get this right, you're in the final round.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I've been in the final before, so this is really exciting.
Come on, let's do this. Let's do this. Some people call me the space cowboy, yeah. Some call me the gangster of love. Are the opening lines to which song? The Joker by the Steve Miller Band, Get It On by T-Rex, or All Right Now by Free?
The Joker. I play my music in the sun. Yes, the Joker.
You're in the final round! Yay!
Oh my gosh!
All right, Chizzy. Well done. You knocked out Barry. There we go, Barry. Made short work of you.
Well, it happens. Chizzy answered well. What can we do?
Yeah, 3 out of 3. So come back to us, please. Rejoin your teams and we'll play on. As it stands, Jolly Screen Giants are all still there for the final. The Eggheads are at least 2 down for the final. And we play on with arts and books. Now, who wants this? So it's Susie or Hayley, or it's going to be Mark. Which one?
Do you want this? If you want me to do it, I will, but I'm not confident.
But then what if we got sport?
I'm not confident either, but
What if we got sport? I couldn't take that.
Is it that's right? Sport or
You could do
science comes
sport.
up?
I could do science more. Well,
Yeah.
I'm happy if you want. You decide.
Go
You
on,
want me?
you take out some-
Should I do it? Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
Susie, come on, let's do it. Let's go.
Surprise yourself.
Okay.
All right, brilliant. Susie, against which Egghead?
I would love to go against my fellow lady in red, Lisa, even though she's pointed out her dress is more orange.
And she's also a big fan of yours as well. She'll be delighted. Okay, Susie from Jolly Screen Giants versus Lisa from the Eggheads. Let's see if we can make this 3 in a row. Let's go to our positions, please. Susie, I know this wasn't maybe your first choice of round, but good luck.
Thank you very much.
It's arts and books against Lisa. And would you like to go first or second?
I think I'm just going to go first.
Okay, so take it slow. Here we go. Which of these phrases, Susie, appears in the title of the first Harry Potter book? The Philosopher's Stone, the Goblet of Fire, or the Deathly Hallows?
The Philosopher's Stone.
Yes, you've got it right. Well done. It's funny, Harry Potter comes up a lot in quizzing, and if you don't read them, it's impossible. Well done.
Thank you.
Lisa, which of these is a novel by the French author Alexandre Dumas Sr.? Is it the Count of Monte Cristo, Don Quixote, or the Tin Drum?
The Count of Monte Cristo.
The Count of Monte Cristo is right. Yes. Okay. Your question, Susie. The phrase angry young man was famously used to describe which of these British playwrights in the 1950s? Alan Bennett, John Osborne, or Peter Shaffer?
I'm going to go for Alan Bennett.
No.
Not Peter Shaffer, is it?
It's the one in the middle, John
Okay, fine.
Osborne.
Fine.
Well, you were going between the two, were you?
Yeah,
Yes.
I would have been annoyed at myself if it was Peter Shaffer.
What's his most famous play, Lisa?
John Osborne's?
Yeah.
Look Back in Anger, that would be.
Okay, so John Osborne gives Lisa a chance here. Lisa, your question. The poet Philip Larkin became the librarian of which university in 1955? Hull, Liverpool, or Exeter?
He enjoyed a famously long association with Hull, or to give it its normal pronunciation, Hull.
Hull is correct. So the Eggheads, are they pulling back here?
No.
Oh, no, they mustn't. Susie, come on, get this one right to stay in. Enduring Love is a novel by which writer? Martin Amis, Julian Barnes, or Ian McEwan?
I have absolutely no idea. This is such a bad... Oh, Ian McEwan.
Ian McEwan is right.
Yes! I knew it. I knew it. I always had that on.
It's funny, I read it just quite recently, just by chance, and it starts with anyone here read it?
Hot air balloon.
Hot air balloon.
Disaster, and he won't let go. It's frightening,
Yeah,
isn't
it is a frightening scene with a hot air balloon, yeah. So, well done, Susie, you've got a second one right, but Lisa can end the round with this question and answer. What is the name, Lisa, of the huge topiary sculpture created by Jeff Koons in the early 1990s that stands outside the Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao? Is it kitten, puppy, or calf?
I think that is the sort of dog-shaped one that subsequently got copied and made into like key rings and stuff. It's not. Yeah, it's not a cow. A cow. I would assume it's puppy.
If you've got it right, you've knocked out Susie. Puppy is the right answer, Lisa. You're in the final. Sorry, Susie.
Don't worry at all.
Beaten by, you got 2 out of 3, but she got 3. So
She's too good.
she's very good. Come back
too
to
good.
us and rejoin your teams.
Thank you so much.
So, as it stands, the jolly screen giants have lost a brain now from the final round. They lost Susie. The Eggheads have lost 2, though, so you're still ahead. Get this round, and goodness me, it's game on for the final. History is the subject.
You want me to take it?
Take it.
Okay.
I'm
The team
awful at
captain goes in.
history. Take it.
Are you sure, Haley?
Go on,
down the end
captain.
here?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, the
Captain
captain goes
Little.
in.
History.
Now, you've got to take on, let's see, either Pat or Kevin. There is no easy way here.
Yeah. I'm going to go at Kevin.
All right.
Come on, team.
Mark from Jolly Screen Giants versus Kevin from the Eggheads for the last time. Please go to the question room. Mark, you've chosen a good player, I think it's fair to say.
It's historic. It's epic.
Well, historic is what the round is, yeah. What do you like to say about Joe Mangle these days, who you played on Neighbours?
Well, see, I only played him for 3 years, way back in the late 80s, but he was on television in this country in the early 90s. 3 years, and I was told that you're only remembered in a soap for as long as you're in one. So I thought, OK, people forget after 3 years. Not Joe Mangle. Somehow he's gone down in the, in history as one of the soap characters. I did work hard enough on him to make him halfway real, funny, and it seemed to strike a chord with Britain.
Well, let's see. As the captain, you've gone in bravely against Kevin,
Yep.
and would you like to go first or second?
I'll
Mark,
go
on
first.
history?
It's been doing well for the team so far.
Here's your first history question. Arthur Bomber Harris was made Commander-in-Chief of the RAF's Bomber Command during which war? World War II, World War I, or the Korean War?
Bomber Harris, I believe, was the pilot and the soldier or airman that had no legs. I think he was flying Spitfire, so I'd say World War II.
You've got the right answer. It's actually, although I think for the wrong reasons, because I think are we the John Mills here? Are we the, who was
He's
that?
thinking of Douglas Bader.
Douglas Bader or Douglas Bader, yeah.
Bader had no legs.
Yeah, John Mills, wasn't it? Yeah,
No,
Reach for
no.
the Sky.
Kenneth More.
Was it?
Kenneth More.
Kenneth More.
Great movie, I love that movie.
Kevin comes in with the answer. But anyway, you got it right.
I got it right for the wrong reasons, that's good.
Okay, Kevin, which of these historical events took place first? Norman conquest of England, the Renaissance, or the birth of Cleopatra?
Now, they're quite widely spaced there. The most recent of those 3 is the Renaissance. Before that, the Norman Conquest. But the event that took place first was the birth of Cleopatra.
Birth of Cleopatra is the right answer. Okay, Mark, Bohemia is a historic region of which part of the world? Central Europe, South America, or North Africa?
North Africa, I would probably associate Timbuktu. South America, it's like, I'm going to say Central Europe as a Bohemian.
Bohemia is associated with Central Europe, yes.
Oh, very good, very good.
Anyone, any challengers know where it was roughly located, in which modern-day country?
Central Europe.
Spain. Eggheads, do we know where
Sweden.
Bohemia would be now?
The Czech Republic.
Yeah.
In the Czech Republic.
Czech Republic.
Czech Republic.
Kevin, what name was given to the 93rd Highlanders, commanded by Colin Campbell at the Battle of Balaclava? Was it the Thin Black Line, the Thin Red Line, or the Thin Blue Line?
They became, it's a misquote, but they became known in history, if you like, as the Thin Red Line. And the actual sentence was a fair bit longer than that, but it got made more concise. They became known as the Thin Red Line.
Oh my gosh.
The Thin Red Line is the right answer. Here's your third question, Mark. Which of these is the name of a type of siege engine akin to a giant catapult used in ancient and medieval times? What a good question. Is it an onager, an arquebus, or a howitzer?
Well, I believe a howitzer is a very big cannon. Onager, is that French? I'm going to say onager.
Oh, you got it right, Mark.
Onager. Why?
Right, now this could be lively, because if Kevin gets this wrong, and it has happened, the captain will survive into the final. Kevin, the ruins of the lost city of Vijayanagar, which is often said to have had twice the population of Paris, are located in which country? Indonesia, Iraq, or India?
It's either India or Indonesia, so there are some very similar sounding civilizations and sites in both those countries. Vijayanagar. I think I'm going to stick with India, though. India.
If you've got this wrong, you're out and Mark is in the final. The answer is India. So, but you're still in, Mark. Still in. 3-3, perfect round so far.
Okay, now it gets real.
Come on.
Now it gets real.
Come on.
So I don't give you alternative answers.
No, good.
Sudden death. By what name is the 19th century Battle of the Greasy Grass in the United States better known?
I can't even think of an American battle. I'll just say the War of Independence.
Yeah, I want to get a bit of history on this, so it's not the War of Independence.
No.
Kevin, do you know this?
Well, it's the Battle of the Little Bighorn, or Custer's Last Stand.
Oh, really?
That's the Battle of the Greasy Grass is the Native American name for that. That's the name they knew it by.
Okay, Mark, Battle of the Little Bighorn. So
of course.
Kevin has a chance to take the round. By what name is the French Légion étrangère better known?
Oh, it's there in the name in translation. It's the Foreign Legion, the French Foreign Legion.
French Foreign Legion is correct, Kevin. You're in the final, Mark. Well played, though. Well
Not bad,
played.
not bad. I fluked a couple.
It's level in the final round. This is going to be interesting. Come back to us and we'll play it. This is now what we have been playing towards. It's time for our final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be in this round. So that's Mark and Susie from Jolly Screen Giants, and also Barry and Judith from the Eggheads. Would you please now leave the studio? Well, 3 in the final. Well done. And Hayley, we haven't seen you in the question booth yet, so do you have any special subjects?
Yeah, I'm brilliant at Disney things.
They come up the whole time.
All the time. I think I would probably do really well against the Eggheads with Disney questions.
Come on, you
We
can
can
do
do
this.
it.
Chizzy, Jeremy, Hayley, playing to win. Jolly Screen Giants, £1,000 up against these Eggheads. Lisa, Pat and Kevin, I know you always raise your game for celebrities, but like, my goodness, cut you to ribbons today so far. I'm going to ask each team 3 questions in turn. They're all general knowledge and you can confer. So, Jolly Screen Giants, the question is, can your 3 brains defeat these 3 over here? And would you like to go first or second?
We would like to go first, please, Jeremy.
All right. Hayley and team, here we go. What was the first name of John Lennon's first wife? Patty, Barbara, or Cynthia?
Cynthia. 100% Cynthia.
100% Cynthia.
It is 100% Cynthia. Well done.
Oh, gosh.
Eggheads. The 2017 book La Belle Sauvage is the first installment in a trilogy of novels by which author? J.K. Rowling, Philip Pullman, or Suzanne Collins?
That's Philip Pullman.
Book of Dust.
Yeah.
That's an eagerly awaited book by Philip Pullman.
Philip Pullman is quite right. Back to you, Screen Giants. Which of these cities is nicknamed the Peace Capital, or sometimes Capital of Peace? Is it Madrid, Geneva, or London?
Has to be Geneva.
Geneva.
Peace Treaty. Yeah?
We're going to go with Geneva.
It is Geneva.
Yes, come on.
How did you said it has to be Geneva? I was trying to work out your logic.
Because of the peace treaties.
I see. Okay, back to you, Eggheads. Monster Mash was a 1962 hit single for which musical act? Vic Mizzy, Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs, or Bobby Boris Pickett and the Crypt Kickers?
Bobby
Pickett and the Crypt Kickers, yeah.
Sounds like the worst Glasgow lineup ever, doesn't it?
Yeah?
But it's, Boris Pickett, Bobby
Okay.
Pickett.
We think that's Bobby, Boris Pickett and the Crypt Kickers.
Bobby Boris Pickett and the Crypt Kickers is quite right. Okay, keep up the pressure here. 2-2. Jolly Screen Giants. Which of these dog breeds is classified as a toy breed? Pomeranian, Schnauzer, or Malamute?
Pomeranian, Jeremy.
It is Pomeranian. 3-2. Eggheads, The 400 Blows is a 1959 work by which film director? Jean-Luc Godard, François Truffaut, or Robert Bresson?
True film.
Truthful film.
True film.
So,
It's fine. It's breakthrough.
Take your word
Breakthrough
for it.
film. Yeah.
yeah, that was a major film by Francois Truffaut.
Francois Truffaut is correct. After 3 questions each, the scores are level. We now go to sudden death. Chizzy, Jeremy, Hayley. In British history, George V died in which year?
George V. Right, who's George V? Whose dad is he?
George IV. No, he is. Yes, he is. I don't know. I've a year, to pluck a year out of that. You either know this or you don't you, really? 1845.
I'm going to say something 47. I don't know why I've got the number 47 in my head.
What's the one that abdicated? Was that a George?
4th.
That was the 4th. So then George V took over, and that's the Queen's dad, isn't it?
Yeah, but he was
that the Queen's
he
dad?
was mad, wasn't he? Because he was George
Well, then
V.
that's not
Hold on, if it's
18.
the Queen's dad,
Yeah.
when did she become the Queen?
1923.
That doesn't make sense if it's 23.
Well, she's 90 now, right? 90-ish.
1923, she wasn't born. She was...
she
became...
No, she wasn't, because then that would make her like 110 now.
She's 90-something, right?
Queen.
46.
40s.
40s. Oh,
19...
42.
Right, I'll tell you what.
Let's
I'll tell you what.
1942.
1, 2, 3, and we'll say a number. Are you going with 42?
1942. Let's just
I think
guess
it's too
that.
early.
That would make her 19.
Yeah, when she was queen.
But we're on about when her dad died,
Yeah,
not
but
when
did
she became...
Did she become
Yeah,
Queen
but isn't
when
that when her dad
died?
died?
When she became...
Yeah, she became
Yeah.
Queen when her dad died. Just, all right, do you know what? Go on.
We're going to go with 1947.
1947 is your answer. Well, you started with the whole of British history, okay, but you did focus brilliantly on almost the right decade. But you're not far off. You're talking here about the Queen's grandfather, George V, not the Queen's father. That was what led you astray. But you quit. You really thought about it and you methodically got to your answer. 1936 is what we were looking for.
Oh, God, we weren't even that far out.
No, you were not far out. Okay, kids, if you get this right, the contest is over. The song Gino, which became a UK #1 single for Dexy's Midnight Runners, was written as a tribute to the American soul singer Gino, who?
Washington. Gino Washington. Yeah, it's Gino Washington.
That's Gino Washington.
The correct answer is Washington. We say congratulations, Eggheads, you have won. Oh. The funny thing about they do know they're kings and queens, this lot, so they're just like, kings and queens are so difficult, I find. They are, but you played.
Well.
You have played. Mark, Susie, all of you played so brilliantly in this game. Thank you so much. Commiserations, Jolly Screen Giants. Fantastic to have you in the studio. The Eggheads have done what comes naturally to them. Here they are. The 1,000 doesn't go to our challengers, which means we roll it over to our next show. And we say, Eggheads, will you actually get beaten? I'm wondering if you might, Here they are, the Eggheads. On your mettle today, aren't you? As we got the celebs in. Brilliant. Today's famous 5 looking to take down the Eggheads are rolling with my homies. Now, everyone on this team is well known for the expert manual skills they regularly demonstrate on some of the country's most popular TV programmes. But will their mental skills be just as impressive? Let's meet them.
Hi there, my name's James Tanner. I'm a TV chef and restaurateur. You'll probably know me more from Ready Steady Cook and more recently, The Lorraine Show.
Hi, my name's Sophie Faldo, and I'm best known as the winner of the 2017 series of the Great British Bake Off.
Hi, I'm David Domoney. I'm a chartered horticulturalist, but I also design and landscape gardens too. During the evening, I present on a TV show called Love Your Garden, and during the day, I present on a TV programme called This Morning.
Hi, I'm Frances Tophill. I'm a gardener and TV presenter, and you'll see me on Love Your Garden and Gardener's World.
Hi, I'm Will Kirk. I'm an antique furniture restorer. You'll know me from BBC Two's The Repair Shop.
So, James and team, hello.
Hi there.
Hi.
This is a very interesting lineup. James, have you been, as you are in the captain's position there, so have you been sort of talking tactics before?
I think we've got kind of a game plan on the go, kind of. It depends on what subjects we get, but yeah, we're feeling okay at the moment.
Because broadly, we've got food, we've got gardening, and then we've got, I suppose, furniture, Will, would we say?
I think we say that.
Oh, but also, I think that can involve history and art and all sorts. So I think you've got quite a lot covered.
Yeah.
And James, you've been on Celebrity Eggheads before.
I have quite a few years ago now.
So, well, there we are. You know what they're made of. You're looking very intense, Eggheads, actually. They've got that tunnel vision thing going on now.
They're in the zone.
They are in the zone. They hate losing, and they especially hate losing on programmes where famous people take part. So you've got to take them down quite decisively here. OK, celebs, good luck. Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challengers' chosen charity. If they fail to defeat the Eggheads, the prize money, of course, rolls over to our next show. So, rolling with my homies. The Eggheads just won the last celebrity game, and that means there's £2,000 if you win today.
OK.
All right. The first head-to-head battle is on the subject of sport. And so it's one of you, please, against either Lisa, Chris, Barry, Kevin or Judith. Is that not one of your subjects there?
I think I've been nominated for this one pretty much as I'm supposed to have a slight inkling about sport, because I do play a few sports.
Well, cycling and all sorts, I know. OK, so
well, we'll see.
It's you, Sophie. OK,
Who do you
against
reckon?
which egghead? That's the question. Who looks unsporty?
Maybe Lisa.
No, I think she'll know a few things.
Do you reckon?
I'm going to Judith.
OK.
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 I think I'm going to go against Judith, please.
Brilliant.
Who told you that?
Sophie from Rolling with My Homies versus Judith from the Eggheads. First round, here we go. Please take your positions in our famous question room. I haven't yet been able to personally congratulate you on winning Bake Off, Sophie, so well done.
Thank you very much.
It must have been an amazing moment where I know you all got very close in the final and everything, and to get it must have been incredible.
It was a very close final, actually, yeah, and it was just relief, because I know how much I would have been kicking myself if I hadn't got it. So yeah, great moment.
So we're on sport. We've gone a very long way from baking here. And would you like to go first or second?
I think I'll go first.
OK, here we go, Rolling with My Homies. It just got real. Sophie, your first question. In which year did Red Rum win his third and final Grand National? 1977, 1987 or 1997?
OK, right, horse racing, not exactly my area of expertise. I do remember, actually, Red Rum being in the news when he died. So I suspect that probably happened in the sort of late 90s. So I am going to say, this is purely guessing, I'm going to go with 1987.
So help us, Eggheads. What do we need to know?
Red One won 3 Grand Nationals. Was it 73, 74 and 77?
Yeah, 1977, Sophie, is the answer. So, OK, Judith. Which driver won his 4th Formula One World Championship in 2017? Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel or Fernando Alonso?
I think that was Lewis Hamilton.
Yes, it was Lewis Hamilton. Well done. OK, Sophie, we can catch up here. Don't worry about the first one. Put it out. It's way before your time. Put it out of your mind. Here we go. Ellen MacArthur is a famous name in which sport? Gymnastics, sailing or tennis?
Oh, actually, do you know what? When you said it, I thought I didn't know, but as soon as the answers came up, yeah, it rang a bell. She is a sailor.
Sailing is the right answer. Well done. Judith, which man born in 1940 is the highest goal scorer in the history of English top-flight football, scoring 357 goals in 516 matches in the old First Division? Who was this? Kevin Keegan, Jimmy Greaves or Stanley Matthews?
Well, if he was born in 1940, he'd be 77 now, nearing 78. So Kevin Keegan's too young. I think Stanley Matthews is too old. So it must be, oh. Well, by that process of elimination, I think it's Jimmy Greaves.
357 goals in 516 matches. Jimmy Greaves is the answer.
Oh, I'm surprised, I have to say.
All right, Sophie, you need to get this one right to stay in.
Yeah.
In 2016, who hit the fastest century in Test match history, scored off only 54 balls? Was it Joss Butler, Chris Gale or Brendan McCullum?
I have absolutely no idea. I'm just trying to associate any of those now. I don't even know if all of those are cricketers. This is going to be a total guess. Just purely, don't know, something gut. I'm going to go with Brendan McCullum.
You've got it absolutely right. Well done, Brendan McCullum.
Oh, well, total luck.
Well done, you. So 2 out of 3. Not bad at all. If Judith gets this one right, she is in the final, though. Which of these sports was added to the programme for the 2020 Olympic Games? Judith, squash, snooker or skateboarding?
Well, squash wasn't, because we had a team on Eggheads once who were squash players, and they were still complaining about it not being added to the Olympics. So I don't think it's squash for that reason. I don't think snooker counts as a sport. It's a game. So I'm going to say skateboarding.
The answer is skateboarding. Judith, you're in the final. Sorry, Sophie, that is what they do.
Yeah, that's all
played,
right.
You played well. I know it's a bit of a cold start there for you, but you played well. Judith is in the final. Sophie's knocked out. Early days for our challengers. Come back, please, and rejoin your teams. So, as it stands, Rolling with My Homies have lost a brain from the final round. The Eggheads are all still sitting pretty, and we need to see if we can wipe the smiles off those faces. The next subject for you is film and TV. So who wants this?
I'll have a go at that.
Yeah.
I'll have a crack at that.
David?
Yeah.
OK, against which egghead? Can't be Judith.
We'll have a go at the ends first, and I'll team up against Lisa.
Very good. David from Rolling with My Homies plays Lisa from the Eggheads. Please take your positions. David, I know you've never lost your love of gardening, have you?
No, it's deep down. That connection with nature and being outside, it uplifts the heart and nourishes the soul.
And you present Love Your Garden with Alan Titchmarsh on ITV and Resident Gardener on ITV's this morning. So you're reaching out to lots of people with those programmes.
Yeah, it's amazing. Everybody seems to think that gardening is just about weeding and watering and cutting the lawn. It's about enjoying it too. It's water pistols with the kids on a summer's day. It's a glass of orange juice on a Sunday morning reading the paper with a scent of honeysuckle and the birds and the bees in the air. It's a magic time. It's all about enjoyment of the space we have inside and outside, of course. But, you know, we're living more in cities, and there's a hardness of the buildings, having something that enables us to escape and a little bit of, shall we say, I don't know, tranquility with nature.
Yeah. OK, here we go, David. Good luck. Film and TV against Lisa. Do you want to go first or second?
First, please.
All right. Your first question. From 1955 to 1987, who was the presenter of the TV show This Is Your Life? Was it Eamon Andrews, Michael Aspel, or Trevor McDonald?
It's not Eamon Andrews. I think it's Trevor McDonald. I'm pretty sure Michael Aspel. Michael Aspel.
OK, my childhood, I remember this guy. And it was Eamon Andrews.
Oh, right, of course.
Do you remember Mike Young would do an impression of him and stuff?
Yeah.
This is your life. So, we're having a problem with our first questions here, celebrities. Lisa, in the TV sitcom Fawlty Towers, what type of animal is Manuel's pet named Basil? Dog, rat, or goldfish?
Manuel tries to claim he's a hamster from Siberia, but he's actually a rat.
Rat is the right answer. Where do we even start quoting that brilliant episode? We'll find the rat first and we'll deal with the sackings later. OK. David, which superhero is played by Ezra Miller in the 2017 film Justice League? Batman, Cyborg, or The Flash?
It's not Batman. Ezra, is it The Flash? The Cyborg? I'll go for Cyborg.
Eggheads?
Flash.
The Flash is the answer. Unlucky. OK, Lisa, you can actually take the round with this question. Gwyneth Paltrow won an Oscar for her role in which of these films? Emma, Shakespeare in Love, or Seven?
It was when she was doing a little bit of cross-dressing in Shakespeare in Love.
If you've got this, you've taken the round. The correct answer is Shakespeare in Love. You're through, Lisa. David, sorry.
That's
what can I
okay.
say? Eamon Andrews, come back to us.
That'll bite me, that one, later. Well done, Lisa.
All right, come back and we'll play round 3. OK, as it stands, Rolling with My Homies have lost 2 brains from the final round. The Eggheads have not lost any so far. Don't worry, you can still win. There's no question of that. The next subject is food and drink. Come on, we got a chef here. I'm assuming Francis and Will not... No.
Not so much.
I can grow it, I can't cook it.
OK. James, this is good now. Against which egghead? And you can have either of the 3 gents in the middle.
OK. I think I'm going to go with Barry.
Very good. James from Rolling with My Homies taking on Barry from the Eggheads. Now, this surely is the moment when the challengers turn it around. Good luck to you. Let's go for it. So your first restaurant was Tanner's, James. It must seem a long time ago now.
It was a while ago, yes, back in 1999. Myself and my brother went for it and opened up our first site. And the years have flown by.
And that was in Plymouth, yeah?
Yes, down in the West Country. And we've still got sites down in the West Country and up in the South East now as well. So, yeah, things have changed a bit.
It won Restaurant of the Year, what, about a decade after you opened it?
Yes, yeah, that's correct.
For England?
Yeah, so, you know, a massive surprise, and it's nice to be rewarded for hard work.
Is there a way of summing up how you describe your cooking? Because I always think you like to work with, you know, say 4 or 5 ingredients and not too many and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'd say, if anything, seasonality, big time. And try to buy local to your area, support your local economy and everything, and keep it quite simple, but nice flavours. Big and bold in the winter months and nice and light in the summer.
Food and drink should be perfect here, but I know on home territory it's often nerve-wracking. But do you want to go first or second, James?
You are right. The pressure is on me now, big time. I'm going to go second.
Pressure on Barry now, eh, Barry?
Indeed.
So food and drink, your first question, Egghead. Which of these dishes is typically made using chicken? Zabaglione, shepherd's pie, or coq au vin?
Well, even I couldn't get this one wrong. Coq au vin.
Coq au vin is correct. OK, your question. Along with sponge cake, what is surrounded by meringue in the dish of baked Alaska? Bananas, ice cream, or cheesecake?
Well, it's definitely not cheesecake. It's not bananas, it's ice cream. Baked Alaska.
It's got the word baked in, so I'm going to check with Sophie. Sophie?
Definitely.
Definitely, she agrees.
Yeah.
Ice cream is right. Barry, black bean sauce is widely used in the cuisine of which country? China, Italy, or Ireland?
Well, one of my favourite cuisines is Chinese, and my favourite dish is fillet steak with black bean sauce, so it has to be China.
And we always call you Barry. He's been to every answer. Have you been to China?
I'm hoping to go at the end of this year.
Oh, right. China's the right answer, of course. So, James, in Italian cuisine, what is calzone? Fried fish, pasta bake, or folded pizza?
It's not fried fish, definitely. And I know a bit about Italian cuisine. I'm by far no expert. It's not a pasta bake, so we're going to say folded pizza.
Folded pizza's right. 2 out of 2 for you both. Barry, back to you. In the UK, the dish kedgeree is traditionally eaten at which time of day? Breakfast, lunch, or evening meal?
Oh, I don't normally have this dish because I'm not a great lover of it, but I do believe that the time to eat kedgeree must be at breakfast.
Breakfast is right, Barry. Well done. 3 out of 3. So, the pressure's slightly on here, James, because you must get this one right.
Yeah.
The food known as kiviak, K-I-V-I-A-K, consisting of several hundred birds that have been fermented inside a dead seal for up to 18 months and then eaten raw, is a speciality of which part of the world? Greenland, Japan, or India?
Yeah. OK, so it's not India. There's a chance, you know, it could be Japan, but they're like such fresh flavours, but also some fermentation processes in their cookery. But I think this is the one where they dig a hole and bury it to ferment it even longer, and I think that's from Greenland.
You ever cook this?
No, I don't want to really either, to be honest.
Yeah, no, please don't. Greenland is right. Well done. Oof, I was nervous for you there for a second. After 3 questions, the scores are level. So now we go to sudden death. Now it gets a bit harder, doesn't it? Because I don't give you alternatives, Barry. Here we go. Which living microscopic single-cell organism has commercial types called bakers and brewers?
Oh, well, if it's brewers, it has to be yeast.
Yeast is right. James, the samovar, a metal urn used for boiling water for tea, is most associated with which country? S-A-M-O-V-A-R.
Part of me wants to say like from the Asia region or China or Japan even because of tea ceremonies, or if not India. And samovar, I'm always going to remember this now if I get this wrong, what samovar is, but I'm going to say India.
Eggheads, do you know?
Russia.
Oh, they all say Russia at the same time. Russia is the answer. Oh no, we've lost James. We've lost James on the samovar.
Oh, samovar. I'm never going to forget samovar.
Well, Barry, well done. Got to sudden death with the great Kirk and triumphed. So please come back to us, both of you. One more round to play before the final. So as it stands, Rolling with My Homies have lost 3 brains from the final round. The Eggheads have not lost any so far. How can this be? The next subject and the last before the final is geography. So it's going to be Will or Francis?
What do you think? Have you travelled a lot?
I was hoping for music.
I'll do it if you don't want to do it, but if you're confident with, I'm not hugely
I'm not
confident
at all about geography, but then I also don't want to go last. But
You choose.
what would you like, Francis?
I want you to choose.
I'd like you to do geography.
Okay, I will do geography.
OK, brilliant, Francis. Now choose, if you can, one of the Eggheads. So it's either Chris or Kevin.
I can take Kevin, please.
All right, Francis from Rolling with My Homies against Kevin from the Eggheads. One more round before the final. Let's play it. So how did your gardening career start, Francis?
By accident, really. I used to do shop work and then saw an apprenticeship advertised that was, ironically, I thought was closer to home so I'd save money. Didn't realise it was £2 an hour. But I went and kind of fell in love with the garden and stayed and loved it and went from there. And I think once you get into gardening or it gets into you, it's really hard to look back.
Good stuff, Francis. Geography, would you like to go first or second against Kevin?
I'll go second, please.
So, Kevin, your question. The resort of Cannes is located on which of France's coasts? Atlantic Ocean, Mediterranean Sea, or English Channel?
Cannes sits on the Mediterranean.
It does. Mediterranean Sea is the answer. Francis, the region known as Siberia makes up a large percentage of the area of which country? So, Siberia, is it India, Russia, or Afghanistan?
Well, Siberia is very cold. And although Afghanistan can get cold and parts of India, I do think the answer is Russia.
Russia is correct. Just checking that James is... You're through it now, aren't you? The
Samovar.
James reminds us it's where we have the samovar. Kevin, your question. The islands of Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket are located just to the south of which peninsula in Massachusetts? Cape Charles, Cape Lookout, or Cape Cod?
Yeah, well, they're just, if you think of the map of the northeastern United States, you've got them just off the end of what amounts to the corner, which is the long, thin, curling peninsula of Cape Cod.
Cape Cod is right. Back to you, Francis. Which of these towns is located in Wiltshire? Devizes, Aldershot, or Truro?
Do you know, I know the answer to this, and it's because of David Domoney. It's Devizes.
Oh, is that where you're from, David?
I was born in
That's
Devizes.
right. I had read that, actually, yeah. So you've got it right. Thank you, David. Devizes it is. Over to Kevin. 2-2. Which of these rivers is the longest, Kevin? The Seine, the Rhine, or the Thames?
Just being careful here. No, it's the Rhine.
You were being careful. You mean you were checking something in your filing cabinet, otherwise known as
Yes,
your brain?
really, yeah. I mean, it should be there. The shortest of those should be the Seine, I think, and then the Thames, and then the Rhine. But I may have the Seine and the Thames mixed up. But the Rhine should be the longest. It rises in Switzerland, takes a curving path through Germany, and then up through the Netherlands. So that should be the longest.
The Rhine is the right answer. Well, there's nothing easy in this game, is there, Francis? Get this one right, and we go to sudden death. Otherwise, you're going to be knocked out.
Okay.
What is the official nickname of the US state of California? The Sunshine State, the Golden State, or the Empire State?
Well, the Empire State is a building in New York. I believe that the answer is the Sunshine State.
Now, I'm worried here because I think Sunshine is Florida, is it?
Yes, Florida's a sunshine state.
Florida and the Golden State, maybe Golden Gate Bridge and all that.
Yeah, you might be right.
So the answer is the Golden State. That's California's nickname.
Fair enough.
And Kevin has just edged it in this round and will be in the final. So we're going to be down to one for our celebrities in the final. Let's see what happens. Return to us. We'll play for £2,000. OK, this is what we have been playing towards. It's time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads aren't allowed to take part in this round, and it's all from the challengers' side, sadly. James, Sophie, David and Francis, would you please leave the studio? Will, I know you weren't supposed to be on your own here. But they are watching intently, aren't you, team?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. They're really focused. Will, you're playing to win Rolling with My Homies £2,000. And here they all are, Lisa, Chris and Barry and Kevin and Judith, playing for something that money can't buy, which is to keep your run going against the celebrities. This time, I'm going to ask each team 3 questions in turn. The questions are all general knowledge, and normally I say you can confer. Obviously, it's difficult if you're on your own. But, Will, the question is, can your one brain defeat these 5 in a famous victory? I'm sure it can be done. Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first, please.
So here we go. A hornpipe dance is traditionally associated with which people? Will, is it sailors, farmers or dentists?
I think I can safely rule out dentists. Unless there's something I don't know about with dentists and hornpipe dancing. Farmers or sailors? Dancing sailors, dancing farmers. I think I'm going to go for sailors.
Whew. Yes, you're right. Sailors is right. I think you were teasing us there. The dancing dentists thankfully didn't figure. Well done, Will. Got a point there. Eggheads, you're first. Which animal is the emblem of the car manufacturer Ferrari? Bull, horse or snake?
Horse, isn't it? Prancing horse.
Horse. Yeah. Horse. Same as the county under Kent.
Oh.
Invicta, yeah. It's a horse.
Horse.
Yep. It's a prancing horse, Jeremy.
Horse is correct. And back we go. Will, to you. Which world champion boxer was famously defeated by James Buster Douglas in 1990 in one of the biggest shocks in boxing history? Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard or Mike Tyson?
Can you repeat the question?
Which world champion boxer was famously defeated by James Buster Douglas in 1990 in one of the biggest shocks in boxing history?
Trying to eliminate some possibilities. 1990, I mean, I've heard of all the names. Tyson, I think, was still boxing in the 90s. I don't know about Muhammad Ali. Tyson, for me, seems a bigger name than Sugar Ray Leonard. And if it's a shock defeat, I think I'm going to go for Mike Tyson.
The logic is great, and you're right. Mike Tyson is correct. Yes, and it wasn't quite at the peak of his career, but it was still a shock when he went down.
Yeah, major one.
Eggheads. According to legend, who was the brother of Horsa, who jointly led the first group of Anglo-Saxon settlers to Britain? Brother of Horsa. Hengist, Vortigern or Lear?
Hengist.
Hengist.
72014, Hengist. Yeah, Hengist, Jeremy.
Hengist is right, Chris. Here's your question, Will. Which American actor starred in the cult films At the Earth's Core, The Land That Time Forgot, and Warlords of Atlantis? Doug McClure, Harry Dean Stanton, or Gary Busey?
I don't think I know any of these people at all. Gary Busey sounds familiar. I don't know. Don't know who Doug McClure is. I know that in The Simpsons there's a character called Troy McClure, and I think that sort of confused me a bit. I'm going to take a stab and say Gary Busey.
Gary Busey is your answer. Let's just get a bit of information from the Eggheads. Eggheads, Gary Busey?
Well, he's an American actor who sort of really came along in the late 70s.
Most famous really recently for being on Celebrity Big Brother, I think.
Yeah, he won a series of Celebrity Big Brother just a matter of 2 or 3 years ago.
Harry Dean Stanton?
He only died in 2017. He was in his 90s. But again, he became well known quite late on in his career, really. I mean, he was in things before that, but it wasn't until, particularly from about the early 80s onwards, that he really became a well-known name.
And these are old films, are they?
Yeah, sorry, these go back to the 70s.
So who is it?
It's Doug McClure.
And there is a Simpsons connection. Troy McClure.
There is
Troy McClure, yeah, you might remember me.
It's based on Doug McClure.
Yeah.
So Doug McClure is the answer. Bad luck. The Eggheads have a chance to take it with this third question. What was the real name of the British wrestler of the 1970s and 1980s known as Giant Haystacks? Was this person Shirley Crabtree, Martin Ruane, or Peter Thornley?
Shirley Crabtree was Big Daddy.
Oh, Big Daddy, that's
Yeah.
right.
But Giant Haystacks was Martin Ruane.
Ruane.
Happy
Yeah.
with that?
Yep. That was Martin Ruane, Jeremy.
If you've got this, you've taken the round. Martin Ruane is correct.
Oh.
Well, we have to say congratulations, Eggheads. You have won. But you played well on your own
Thank
there,
you.
because it's not easy
No,
at
it's not
all, and difficult to guess the last one particularly.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for coming in. Thanks, everybody. Great to see you. Commiserations to rolling with my homies. The Eggheads have done what kind of comes naturally to them. Here they are. And it doesn't help when they don't get a single question wrong.
No.
That's what's so irritating. So it does mean the challengers don't win the £2,000. We will roll that money over to our next show. Eggheads, congratulations. Are you going to beat all the celebrity teams, I wonder? Join us next time to see if a new team of celebrity challengers have the brains to defeat the Eggheads. £3,000 says they don't. Till then, goodbye.